I've always had a passion for sport. I've not been particularly good at it, but I've always had a passion for exercise and especially in a working environment. And I guess it really came together when I was lucky enough to be the High Sheriff of Oxfordshire back in 2018. And I decided that as my theme for the year, it would be the youth of Oxford. And I would specifically focus on inactivity in our more deprived areas and mental health and resilience, which was at sort of epidemic proportions in our schools. So that was the driver. And I decided to use my commercial networks to do some fundraising, and ended up being quite successful. Raised £100,000 for an organisation called Access Sport, who deliver a programme in East Oxford. It's enhancing and really benefiting existing sporting organisations or community organisations to make the community deliver those activities to create community spirit and to create resilience. So I did my fundraising as well around well-being in the workplace. So I organised an Olympics event, and I recognised how important it is sitting on your butt all day on an office chair. You need to get out and about. It's really important for activity. I managed to match fund everything that I provided as well. Through that corporate pound, I was able to stretch it a bit further. And in actual fact, I think the total we raised was about 250,000 in the year, which we distributed to a range of children activities. This isn't a gig that stops after the year. You don't just take off your tights and drift into anonymity. It's part of a journey. So I just felt it was time to give back even more. And these were organisations that I had great affinity with. So Active Oxfordshire is something I've been involved with for quite some time now as a trustee. And Oxfordshire Youth was also a really good fit. And I am really passionate about developing youth leadership for young people. A buzzword that kept on coming up in my High Sheriff year was resilience, or lack of resilience amongst young people. And I think it's sport that gives you that toolkit to be able to handle life situations. It not only improves your mental health, but it requires teamwork. And it's also about just overall well-being and community. So those are the organisations I've committed to. Both have been phenomenal in the lockdown period. Active Oxfordshire did a lot of work with Oxford Hub and Oxfordshire All In, so there's great examples of collaboration going on, which I think is the key to this crisis. Active Oxfordshire developed the Key Worker Bike scheme, so that's been hugely successful, giving transportation and healthy transportation to our NHS workers. So both are great organisations. I get a lot of joy out of working for them. Hopefully I add in as well. Crises are moments of opportunity, and I think it was opportunity that was coming anyway. That organisations know that they have to share values with both their employees and with their customer, and that it's something that the Community Foundation has been working on and that I've been helping a little bit with. But the problem at the moment is that the commercial organisations are strapped for cash as much as anyone. But I think we have to look at something called social currency rather than pure hard cash. And this is getting engagement from employees in community situations. Charities in Oxford are always looking out for new trustees. So that's one way in which people can engage and enrich themselves. There's other initiatives, fundraising that organisations can do themselves. So it's not just about the ask, can I have a grant from commercial organisations? That doesn't really work. But it's about engaging with them. And a lot of businesses now have charities of the year. I think the key is every business does it slightly different. There's not one single route, and Grant Hayward is a great exponent of this. We'll go in and speak to companies and find out what really sort of floats their boat. What is it that will make them tick?